right, so we're going to do a 15-minute deep stretch class. So if you're short on time, this is a great class to get right into the body. And we're actually just going to start in a seated position. So find a tall spine, roll the shoulders down away from the ears, take 3 deep breaths. Last inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, come off to the right. Right hand, right elbow to the mat. And reach up and across with the left arm. You can gaze down at the hand or up toward the sky. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, switch sides. Left hand, left elbow. Reach up and across with that right arm, right shoulder in line with the right hip. Exhale here. Reach up to center. Left hand to right knee, right hand out behind. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center, both arms up overhead. And right hand to left knee, left hand out behind. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Both hands behind the back for chest expansion. Press your fists down, interlace your hands, lift through the chest, and then forward fold, releasing forehead down toward the mat. Hands come up and over the back of the head. Deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to bring that right leg off to the side. Bring left foot to right inner thigh. Face your shoulders to your right toes, and then reach both arms up overhead. You can take a basket weave grip and reach your hands around your foot. If you can't reach them, then just separate your hands and bring your hands to your thigh or your shin. Bring your forehead towards your knee and take 5 breaths here. All the way back up and release. And we're going to take a twist and a side stretch. So right hand comes to left knee, left arm reaches up and over for the right toes. Continue to open through that left shoulder, and again, gaze can be down at the floor or up toward the sky, and breathe here. And release. Bring both legs wide on your mat for seated straddle splits. Knees and toes are going to point straight up. You can have your hands behind your hips to support your spine, lifting nice and long, or you can walk your hands forward, coming down onto the forearms, or maybe down forehead to hands or down onto the floor. Continue to stay active through the legs. Nice stretch for the inner thighs and the hamstrings. And walk your hands back up. And then we're going to bring that right leg to meet the left. We're going to face the shoulders toward the left toes. And then arms reach up overhead, basket weave grip if you'd like. And then start to reach your hands around your foot, or just place your hands on the floor or your leg. Elbows stay in, forehead comes down toward the knee. And release, come all the way back up. Then we'll take a twist. So left hand is gonna come to the right knee, and then that right arm is gonna reach up and over toward the left toes. So a nice side stretch here. You can either extend that arm, or if you can reach the toe, you can hold on to the toe and just roll that shoulder open. Continue to keep that breath flowing deep down into the belly. And release. Okay, from here, just take that right foot, or the right shin, bring it parallel to the front of the mat, and then we're gonna stack that left leg on top of the right. So your left ankle is gonna come on top of your right knee, your left knee is gonna come down towards your right ankle. If it doesn't touch, no big deal. We're just working in that direction. And then just be very mindful that the toes stay in line with the heels so we aren't stressing our ankle at all. So sit up nice and tall. If the hips feel really open, you can forward fold over your legs. Otherwise, just keep an upright spine. All the way back up. Okay, so extend that right leg straight out in front and plant the left foot at about hip distance apart, or in line with your left hip. Really active here through the left leg. We're gonna take a bind to open up the shoulders. So you're gonna take your left arm, reach it inside your left leg, reach forward, get a little bit of length here, and then flip your hand, reach it around your left leg, and then right arm is gonna reach around for the bind. Okay, so if you don't have the bind, you can just hold on to your pants or your shirt behind you, and then we're just gonna take a pretty small forward bend over the right leg. So you're not gonna get really deep into the fold, but we wanted a compression in the left hip and a nice stretch in our shoulders. Another breath here. And release. So we're gonna take the left leg on the bottom now. You're gonna bring your right ankle toward your left knee and your right knee toward your left ankle. Be mindful of your feet so your toes stay in line with your heels. Your shins are nice and stacked and parallel to the front of the mat. Sit up tall, find a nice long spine, and then option to forward fold over the legs if you'd like. And release from the fold if we're folded forward. Then we're gonna extend that left leg long on the mat, bring that right foot to about hip in line with the right hip. You're gonna reach your right arm to the inside of the right leg, reach it forward, flip your hand, and wrap your arm around your leg. Left arm is gonna reach behind, maybe for the clasp of the hands. Okay, and then keeping the head in line with the spine, we'll just slightly forward fold. There's not too far to go because of this right leg here, but we are reaching the chest forward toward the toes. Keep your left leg nice and active and engaged. Just feel this nice stretch through the tops of the shoulders, the compression in the right hip. And then release the bind, come all the way back up. And then we're gonna stretch the front side of our body. So come into a high cobra pose. We're gonna take the shoulders right over the wrists, and then just walk your legs back and release your hips toward the floor. Good. Now press the shoulders away from the ears so we're lifting through the crown of the head. Soft bend in the elbows so we're not locking them out. Take a deep breath into the belly, opening up through the front side of the body. And then just roll all the way down onto the floor. Okay, so we're gonna get our legs into the action too. We're gonna bend both legs, take the feet from the outside, and come into bow pose. We're stretching the entire front side of the body. Press the feet into the hands, lift the chest and the legs off the floor. Hold here for a couple more breaths. And release. Now bring your forearms to the floor. For Sphinx pose, bring two forearms parallel to one another. Reach through the crown of the head, press the chest forward. Then we're gonna get a nice upper back and neck stretch. So go ahead and release the shoulders by the ears, release the chin to the chest, and just start to gently roll side to side. One ear coming to a shoulder, back and forth. Good, then come back up into Sphinx, really reach and extend, and then come onto the shins, separate the shins, and then roll the calves out of the way, sit the hips between the heels, and then come into hero pose. So we can sit up nice and tall, shoulders over the hips, head in line with the spine, or if we want a deeper stretch into the thighs, we just start to walk the hands back, maybe coming onto the forearms, maybe coming down all the way onto the back, and just take it to the edge of your stretch so you're feeling it in your knee joints and your quadriceps. And then slowly come all the way back up out of it. Good. And then just sweep the feet out in front. We're going to take a seated forward fold. So get really active through the legs, quads are engaged, toes are facing straight up, reach both arms up overhead, and then forward fold over the legs. And release. Go ahead and come all the way back up, bend both legs, take the feet flat to the floor and roll down onto the back. And from here, cross that right ankle over the left knee, lift the left foot off the floor, and interlace hands either around the thigh or the shin. One more stretch for the hips here. Start to pull that left heel in and press the right knee open toward the front of the mat. And place that left foot on the floor and then twist to the left. So right foot's going to stamp onto the floor. You can extend the arms long or into goalpost and then look to the right. Come back to center, switch out the legs, so left ankle over right knee, lift that right foot off the floor, hands around the thigh or the shin, and then pull that right heel in, press the left knee open. And release that right foot onto the floor and twist to the right, so stamp the left foot to the floor. Extend the arms, goalpost or tee, and look to the left. And come back towards center. Hug both knees into the chest. And separate the legs and the feet and come into happy baby if you'd like. Just rock side to side, massaging out the spine. And then one last squeeze of the knees into the chest. Take this final moment here to acknowledge your practice. Set an intention for your day. And slowly press all the way up to a seat. And find a nice tall spine, bring hands to the heart. And take a deep inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Hold it at the top, and then let it go through the mouth. And today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste.